Hi guys, it's Joy. Thank you for clicking the link to this video. I am again going to be talking about my awesome Legendary Marketer 15-day Business Builder Challenge, you guys, day 6. This has been an incredible experience for me in my heart. I'm going to try to do this without crying because I'm really, I have a huge passion for working with people. And despite how young I may look, people always like to set that as judgment, but I love helping people. I love working with people and inspiring people to change their lives. Um, Legendary provides so much value. Okay, the CEO has done so much to show me their integrity. That's the type of integrity that I've always treated people with, or that I want to continue to treat people with. And so it's important to recognize when someone is that well off to show you that much integrity. I've been through a lot of storms and tribulations in my life, especially growing up as a child with my parents. I appreciate the strength that I gained from those situations and those storms, but you come to a point to say, okay, once you get a certain amount of light, you say, what's going on? Why does this stuff keep happening all of the time? What can I do to quit causing these redundant cycles of something that I don't appreciate, that I don't like, something that's not comfortable. And I feels like the universe, the most high, the creator, life allows you to go through that, right? Those particular things are set up for you to go through just so you can learn a way to really operate in your God mind, right? That means you operate in the mindset of the creator. You're operating in the mindset of the healer, of the maker. And that's why when it comes to learning about owning your own business, and not so much trying to throw down all this money to own a building, it's about here, right? What are you going to teach people? Where does the worth come from? It comes from here and comes from here. And it's about how can I be of value to someone today? And so when you become an entrepreneur, you step into your shoes of the creator, the producer. And if you ever listen to inspirational speeches or motivational speeches, you'll know that a lot of these people are trying to help you start to create, trying to help you really produce and become a doer and an action taker. And Legendary, they don't, they're, it's not like anything you've ever experienced. It's amazing. Like, you will love it. Like, I am having such a good time just listening to this person, and you can tell when someone's being authentic. And Mr. Dave, and his family, and his business family, and his personal family, his wife and his daughter, there's a lot of people are just very transparent. And his business plan advisors, my business plan advisor, is awesome, awesome, awesome. And all the trainers that he has, they are crazy. Like, if you've never experienced commitment, maybe because of your parents, if you didn't feel like they properly raised you, or they just were as loving and nurturing. Maybe it's from relationships, maybe it's from broken friendships, maybe it's business relationships. This is the highest amount of commitment you could ever really see. These people are about inward living. They're about looking on the inside and changing your life. But they have taken the first initiative to do that to themselves. And that's what makes it most important. So our questions would be like, okay, you know, what are you going to do on this 15-day business builder challenge? What if I'm new? How can I still be successful? I'm brand new to this particular experience. But the whole point, that's the whole point of why someone chose to create this type of work, this type of company, because people who are new, they take you from wherever you are, and they teach you from that point until you become the best that you can become, and they continue to walk with you. And we have repetitive stories, repetitive testimonies. Like, I'm testimony. Okay, they didn't judge me if I was new. They just said, okay, well, this is what you know, this is what you need to know, and they just work with me from there. It is very, very simple. Another thing is that some people feel like they have to have a big success story. Like some people come into Legendary, I know because I go on a lot of their group meetings, right, that we have. They say things like, I have this business, or I've been in, marketing for this many years. And other people who are new, who don't know anything, feel kind of like left out, and they're wondering, can I still be successful? And the answer is definitely most success is here, like I just told you. Right? Success is the ability to get back up after you have fallen 10 times and still have the same tenacity before you fall. Right? That's success. So as long as you can get back up and say, I'm going to try again, then you're successful. You can be successful as long as you follow those particular instructions and directions. Um, Another thing is that, okay, some people have a lot of inward dialogue, right? They're like, oh, well, I'm not going to say this, but they're kind of scared. They're skeptical. They don't really think they have the money to invest in any further training. And they come up with a ton of 10 excuses. All right. So we actually talked about Tony Robbins and what Tony Robbins had to say about that. He said, you guys, listen. He said, money and time, they are both resources. He said, you cannot sit here and say that you don't have the resources. It's not the lack of resources, right? Because love, compassion, sincerity, honesty, those are humanity's greatest resources. And as long as you have those, you can resource anything else. You can harness any other resources, right? He said, so it's not the point that you don't have the resources, you need to have more resourcefulness. And so instead of complaining and making chat about what you don't have, think about how can I be more resourceful? Yesterday I was watching Robert T. Kiyosaki, and he was doing a little bit of motivational speech, and he basically said, his poor dad, he would go to his poor dad, and his poor dad would always tell him, well, Robert, we can't afford this, we can't afford that, you can't get this, you can't get that. And he was like, when he used to go with his friend Mike and talk to his rich dad would say, well, Robert, how can you begin to afford that? Right? Because if you're hungry and if you have to get something, you force yourself to think and put imagination to work. And that is the importance of resourcefulness. But you guys, we can all do this and stay encouraged and stay positive and be very, very, very well. The last thing I want, if you need anything else, if you need any more help, please, please, please go to the 15-Day Business Builder Challenge. Just check it out. I left the link in the description box. Check out Legendary. Do your best today. Stay well. Stay happy. Bye-bye. Have a great day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See ya.